To begin, press Begin Test and scan the cartridge barcode. After scanning the barcode, open the pouch and insert the cartridge into the device. Now scan the test sample barcode. This brings you to the awaiting sample screen. Prepare to elute the sample into the elution buffer by first unscrewing the top to the elution buffer, inserting the sample swab all the way to the bottom of the elution tube, rotating the tube 3 times, and letting the swab sit for 1 minute. After 1 minute, slowly remove the sample swab from the elution tube while squeezing gently the sides of the elution tube so that you remove all the liquid from the swab. Afterwards, screw on the dropper tip to the elution tube, invert the tube, and deposit the sample directly into the cartridge. As the sample is absorbed into the cartridge and the liquid moves down the cartridge, the analyzer will automatically detect the fluid front and trigger the timing of the test. This normally takes between 45 seconds and a minute to trigger the analyzer. If the fluid front does not register and the dashboard does not appear within 3 minutes of sample addition, please quit the current test and retest with a new patient sample and a new cartridge. If you do not want to start a new test, simply wait until the timer runs out and you will receive your result. If you do want to begin a new test, select Begin Test and follow the on-screen instructions. Remove the cartridge from the analyzer and with the silver Sharpie that was provided, label the cartridge with the proper ID number as described on the screen. Set this cartridge aside and prepare for the new test. Use the same process as earlier described and on page 4 through 14 of the user manual to begin your subsequent test. Read Now mode has the ability to run 5 tests simultaneously. On the home screen, you can see all the tests that are currently running and their corresponding times remaining. At 1 minute and 30 seconds, the cartridge indicator will turn from blue to green, and the cartridge will be ready to process. It is extremely important to note here, do not let the timer run to 0, or else the test will abort and the results will be invalid. Once you insert the proper cartridge, the screen will turn to a processing sample screen and a countdown until the final results will begin. After the countdown completes, the app will go back to the home screen and the result will present on top. Once the first cartridge has been processed and is complete, you may begin an additional test. Warning: do not begin a new test if you have less than 4 minutes remaining counting down on the previous test, because you run the risk of the timer running out and the test being aborted. If you do run into that situation, a pop-up screen will appear asking if you want to abort the test or continue. Press Abort Current Test to go back to the original test that needs to be processed. It is recommended to wait until all 5 tests have been completed before starting a new test, or to wait at least 5 minutes between starting each test. On the home screen, you can view all the completed results by pressing the completed button on the top right corner of the app.